Hey guys, it's
E.
and L, and basically you guys have seen our Buxton Inn video.
Hopefully.
If you haven't, go watch it now.
Yeah, link in description thing, I guess.
Probably not.
Probably not, but
It's our last recent video.
yeah.
But what we haven't told you is what happened at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Now before that, as we said in the conclusion of our last video, was we also went on a ghost tour.
Yes, we did. Are we going to talk about that first?
Yes.
Okay. I probably know more about it than you guys.
We went on the tour together.
Right, but then I was like asking all the questions. Anyway, so.
Anyways, we were both there. It was our friend Maddie, what you saw in the last video.
Yes.
My mom, my sister, and her boyfriend, and then me and Ella.
Yeah. So basically, we wanted to go back into the tavern because earlier, I essentially got tripped almost.
We pointed this out in the last video.
Yeah. Okay, so I got, you guys saw me get tripped. Then we read a pamphlet and it said demon boy, ghosty, and so
This boy who was quarantined in the tavern, died there, and he
No, he died later in the trip with their family.
And he'd be down there, and he'd like to pull on ponytails and trip people as they're going up the stairs.
Yep. And of course, my luck, I got tripped.
And then we go back up, and I wore a ponytail because I always have two hair ties on my wrist. And I had my friend Maddie wear a ponytail. And right as I was on the last hill, I felt a slight tug. It wasn't
really?
anything big, but it was right here. And you just don't randomly feel something tight right here when you're wearing a ponytail.
But anyway, we wanted to
slight
go
tug.
back down there again before they closed. And so when we went down there again, one of the ladies was like, okay, you only have a couple minutes, hurry up. But one of the guys that was working at the time was like, I can just show them, it's fine. And so when we get down there, we're exploring stuff, and he wanted to show us something, and he opened the closet door.
And then we got to see a tunnel, and it was sorry, I get really excited when we talk about stuff like that because Abraham Lincoln. Anyways, it was an underground railroad tunnel that would go 2 houses down to the next stop.
Yeah.
There was also, can I talk about this part? So there was this ballroom kind of dining. It wasn't necessarily a ballroom. It was a dining hall for meetings and stuff. Abraham Lincoln was there. And there was a bar area there now. We don't know what was there before. But slaves would hide underneath there. There's a really small space. And just because we're technically in the north doesn't mean we wouldn't have people coming up from the south.
Right, because we're technically a safe state. Because we're up north. Okay, so we went to the wine cellar, which was
Get in the video.
more which is more underground essentially.
Can we just tell you, he put out a secret entrance to the cellar.
Yeah.
He moved the table, and everybody was just like, what is he doing? He removed the door, and we walked down the stairs into the cellar.
Yeah, okay, so basically we went down into the wine cellar.
Never mind, just
Okay.
continue.
So we went down to the wine cellar, and we were, he was telling us some things and stuff. So the tablecloths there are made out of linen. So he went to get a linen cloth for the table because it was recently used. And when he came back, I guess, he was down there with his manager. And when he came back, one of the newspapers, they have the newspapers on pegs.
Sorry, it's got notification.
Okay. On pegs, and when he came back, it just started swaying. And it was
really hard.
Yeah, really hard. And it was swaying for
raise up.
and it was swaying for minutes and minutes.
It was swaying for 20 minutes, he said.
Yeah.
Like, his manager was able to take a 3-minute video of it, and he took like a 7-minute video of it. And he brought it up because Ella had tapped it, and it was swaying more than if Ella had, more than Ella accidentally running into it.
Yeah.
Like, somebody was physically moving it,
Yeah.
but nobody was there.
Can I talk about greenhouse?
I'm gonna bring up the neck thing. So this person also said, he was downstairs in the wine cellar, or was it the wine cellar? He was somewhere.
Yeah.
And his manager was far away from him. And he feels something on his neck. Like when you get like touched in the neck, like right here, like a squeeze.
Well, it was more of like a brush kind of.
Brush, kind of like squeeze kind
Yeah.
of thing. You know. And he turned around and said, "Did you do that?" And she was like, "I'm all the way back here. I couldn't have done anything." And then he took us to the green room.
Okay, so
I'll tell the door story, and then you can tell the plate story.
okay, so we went into the green room, which is basically like around the corner and up the stairs. And when I was in the wine cellar, I always heard like footsteps like in the next room, but there was no next room.
You heard them too?
Yeah,
Oh. I didn't bring it up because there's probably it's just random creaks from around the hotel.
but it was like prominent footsteps. Anyway, so we went up to the green room.
Point something out. The General MacArthur, as you heard in the last video, we heard like an army boot in our hotel room, right? General MacArthur hangs out in the green room, which is just around the corner, which is where we would have heard the footsteps coming from.
Yeah. So Major Buxton, he okay, so he likes to hang out in the green room. So the guy we were touring with was setting up plates and stuff, and he put a plate on the far left because he didn't want to go through the trouble to reach over the table again.
Because he was missing one plate.
Yeah, he was missing one plate, and so he went back to get another plate, which was maybe 2 seconds. Then when he came back, the plate was gone.
And he couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah. Another thing is when we were talking about another story, which Laura will get into in a second, out of my peripheral vision, I saw a figure leaning over that plate that he said went missing.
That was the air conditioning that just stopped. Anyways.
Yeah.
So, he brought up the fact that, when they needed to go grab paperwork for him to be official to the job. And basically, they had left and the door was swaying. It was a sturdy door. There was no wind that could get in there and move it. The door never moves. It was moving like crazy.
Yeah, and their table was right by that door because there's a closet almost. And so when the manager came back with his paperwork, he asked, "Hey, has this door ever moved before?" And she said no.
Not unless you physically move it.
So when we were done with our tour almost, we walked through this bar, and
which is the way you normally would go to get to the cellar.
Right. And so I was looking around, because it was a new area, we haven't seen it before. And we saw a perfect vortex. And a vortex is where two mirrors are facing each other.
Perfect. Right? And then when we left. So my mom has one of those faces where it looks like you've seen her before. She's just one of those people who always saying, "Have I seen you before?" Right? This person had no recollection of the town that we live in now or the town that my mom used to live in. She was younger. Everybody who was there, the 6 of us I think was, all thought we had seen him before. My sister, my sister's boyfriend, Ella, Maddie, me, and my mom.
He just looked so familiar.
He looked so familiar to everybody.
But the thing is, he doesn't necessarily have a recognizable face almost. I've seen somebody like him, but it wasn't really him.
Yeah.
But this was a completely different face.
But I did bring up the fact that we were in Granville.
Right.
And that's also a place where you see a lot of people.
Yeah.
Was that just you who, did that breath?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's, I heard something, but I thought it was, farther back. Wait, check on the door.
We Gucci.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, when we said that, so there is a door that leads into the unfinished part of our basement where we do softball stuff. And it kept swaying open when Laura was here. And it's behind us,
See,
of course.
I didn't know that. I just thought it had been open the whole time. Apparently not. But you know, there are a bunch of debunking theories for that. But our back is also like to that area, and it's weird. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay. But then, so like we go back to our hotel room, yada yada yada. 3 a.m. comes.
Yeah.
1 minute. Guys, it's you and all. I thought I heard somebody say hi. Did you hear somebody say hi to you?
No.
Oh. Anyways.
That's ironic.
Anyways. I'm holding this with my foot. So, cheeky. Sorry. Your head's getting cut off in frame. Oh, also, Ellie got glasses. And it's her birthday today.
Yeah.
So fun.
Probably not the day that we're posting this.
Maybe. We'll see.
But my birthday's July 9th.
But basically, it's the second half of the 3 a.m. video. Sorry, I'm trying to get the best angle of my feet. That's kind of hard to do. Anyways, okay.
Okay, so...
Do you want me to start it off so you can eat?
Yeah, you started off. But I'm still gonna eat, but yeah.
Fun. So basically, we all go to bed, and then we wake up my sister and her boyfriend. Sorry, I feel like smells now. Weird. Wake up at 3 a.m. so they can light the candles for us, because we were gonna do the Red Book challenge, but then we were like, the owner wouldn't have wanted that, so we didn't do it. So then we lit the candles, and we started talking to the lady in blue through the candles. Basically, we said the candles weren't acting like normal candles. So we were like, go crazy for yes, stay calm for no. Now, the lady in blue stands at the foot of the bed.
Yeah, so, and when I was at
You
first,
started sitting there.
I was sitting there, and then I kept feeling like,
Somebody was there.
yeah, like somebody was like standing like over my body when I was sitting down. And so,
We switched.
yeah, me and Laura switched. So I'm closest to the candles, and Laura's sitting at the foot of the bed.
And I felt it was weird. And then we asked, like, are you here at the foot of the bed? Go crazy for yes. Stay calm for now. She said yes. And I asked, do you want me to move? She said yes. So now we were on either side of the candles.
Yeah, so I'm here, Laura's here.
Now, we asked about the cat, Major. We asked, is the cat in the other room with my mom? Because it was a 2-bedroom hotel room, I guess you should stand it as. And a kid is coming, so I thought a little kid was coming up here because we are currently at a park. But now it's in my shoe. So look, I have my foot back. But not my shoe. Anyways, we asked about, and then Major the cat was in the other room.
Yeah. But something weird that happened, like, when we first stepped into the hotel is, like, I got really congested, and I'm allergic to cats.
Can't relate. Sorry.
But, and so is Laura's mom. Me and Laura's mom were feeling really congested. And, like, when I went home, all I was doing was sneezing. And it was like a cat was right by my side all day.
Yeah.
And it still feels like that.
Sorry. I have a bunch of bug bites. But then we asked for a sign, a knock. We got a knock, right? We got a knock twice until we asked for a complete sign. We were like, could just be my sister, because we let my sister go to bed because she wasn't into it. And then I keep on looking at myself. I've been looking at myself like this whole time. It's fine. They can barely see my eyes. Anyways.
So, Laura, or Julia and Troy go to bed. And it's just me and Laura awake. Because if you saw our video where we're actually at the Buxton Inn, Maddie was asleep.
Yeah, Maddie didn't want to wake up. She just didn't really care.
Yeah,
and
so the only people awake were me and Laura.
And my mom had said wake her up if anything significant happened, right?
Yeah.
So then we asked, here's where it gets spicy. hate myself for that. Anyways, we say knock again if that was first for you. Knock.
Yeah, it was like really quick answers, and it was legit like terrifying how quick these answers were.
Like, it couldn't have been my sister because she would have had to knock the floor, which is different from like knocking on the wall, which obviously we're in something plastic now, so it's the same all about. But
Yeah, and I was like cautiously like watching Julia's feet. Her feet never moved and her hands never moved.
and her boyfriend was passed out, so it wasn't him. But then we asked him a question because if you saw in our latest video, I believe, let's first have this. I believe we mentioned it. Yeah, we did. Everybody felt like we had known who our tour guide was, like we had seen him. So we asked her, knock once for yes.
Not twice for no. Like Stranger Things.
Or like in the Queen Mary.
Too.
Anyways, if like there was a reason that we all recognized him, the lady in blue said no. Okay, well, you're gonna have to. Okay.
Okay, so basically, since we were getting such good connection, and we just asked random questions, you know, stuff that doesn't necessarily matter, but we kind of got a connection with the lady in blue, and so we asked her, is it okay if we bring Laura's mom, Mandy, in?
And I asked, is it fun if I bring my mom in? She knocked once. I brought my mom in. And I asked again, like, is it fine that I brought my mom in? Knocked once.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, wow. Because my mom was a very strict, like
non-believer. And we asked her, like, basically basic questions. It was constant answers. I don't think we've ever got like an answer, like a question that was not answered.
Correct. Like, unless you count the candles, because the candles were kind of like up in the air.
Yeah.
Because it was next to a vent, but the wicks were moving away that like candles would move. And then we asked, like, is it fine if we end the conversation? Because we understand, and we should have asked like if we could film it. But we didn't think of that.
Yeah, because it was like right in the moment.
But I bet she would have like said no because ghosts don't really like being on camera. But, like, I started to record audio first.
Bless you.
And nothing was really happening, and this was when we were still doing the candles.
Yeah.
And nothing really happened. And then I turned it off, and that was when like the candles started actually working. And then after like that, obviously we got the knocks. But yeah, that's what happened at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So, peace out. See you next time with another video. Unless, the house. Back there.
Okay, so basically we're at this playground. We're probably going to show you. But we were at this playground, and there's just this little toy house. And we'll show you here.
Wait. We can show them later. Just wait until later. Because I have my other part that I need to show. But it looks exactly like the Buxton Inn.
Yeah, we'll show you here in a second.
But then, another thing, you know how Ella, forgot this part. So I go into my mom's room to go sleep with her because Maddie and Ella were on the bed in the other room, right? And right when I get in bed, because I was just so happy that I finally had concrete, like connection, like I knew the ghosts were real.
Yeah.
And I felt a cat snuggle up next to me.
Yeah.
And then, also Ella felt like there was a cat at home with her. When you're talking to different spirits, you get a certain feeling with each one.
Yeah.
Which, the feeling that we got with the lady in blue, I have a feeling like it was the same for both of us.
Yeah. It was almost like a wholesome feeling.
It was a wholesome, like, pressure.
Yeah. Like, you know when something wholesome happens and then you feel like a low-key pressure in your chest? It was that, but it was like more high-key.
But it was like all around.
Yeah.
But it was like also kind of like a scary feeling because we were like, wow.
Yeah.
But I went home and I had felt that like every second I was like in my room, not anywhere else in the house. But
yeah. And then, you know, I was like sensing a cat around, and I went to my friend's house who has like a bunch of cats, and I felt nothing there. Like usually I'll have to take like a Zyrtec D. I didn't because I didn't feel allergic to anything there. And then as soon as I like got in the car, I sneezed.
Just like now I don't really feel anything, but you still have your stuff. But yeah. Now,
Yeah, and my feelings are like kind of going away, but I like sneezed earlier today, like right before I went to get you.
But now, yeah, because of Dank's train, freaking meanie. Anyways, we're going to show you. Man, you're just okay. Anyways, we're gonna show you the house now. Basically, this is the house. This is supposed to be the back. It kind of reminds you of George Washington's house.
See.
So like the pillars and stuff.
Wait, you know how Abraham Lincoln was on has like a coin where he is sitting in the middle of something like that looks like that. Abraham Lincoln has been on at the Buxton Inn.
T. And I think you mean like the Abraham Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah.
Which Abraham Lincoln's my favorite president, so I got really excited when I had heard that.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Come in here. Come in here.
Honestly, that's a symbol you see everywhere with the graffiti, if we're being honest.
Yee.
I didn't know Craig that Frank was in here.
Bro, yee.
Okay, but why did I kind of think there was something right there with skull? But anyways, right there.
Two.
But anyways, yeah, that's the house. We switched sides because fun. Anyways, see you next time with another video. No idea when that will be.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Okay, bye.